Hello everyone, welcome back to Cloud Delight YouTube channel. This is the place where we learn technology. This is the part 3 of landing zone implementation where we will be covering what are all the settings that gets enabled once we create the landing zone. Last video in the part 2 of the implementation we have seen the landing zone setup process. Now it would ideally take 45 minutes, so we are continuing from where we left in the previous session. So here what happens once we create the landing zone, there are certain things which we'll have to see. So last time we saw the architecture, what we will be implementing. We were about to implement the security organization OU with a management account, under which we will have audit account and log archive account. The same setup which I'm showing in the AWS organizations service, where it will show you the proper description of how this accounts can be segregated under an organization unit. So I have created an additional OU which will be doing it again. So if you see here, AWS training, the management account, this is my management account 5435 ending with, and it is named as a management account. So you, for all practical purposes, for all landing zone setup related issues, we'll have to operate it from management account. Now we have this setup, we'll have to see this. We have a security OU under which we have audit account and log archive account. We have a security OU under which we have an audit account and a log archive account. Again, as I mentioned in previous video, we have two options. Either you can create a brand new account, or you want to bring it an existing audit account to under the control tower. That is also possible. You will be able to do it. So now I have a security OU under which I have an audit account and a log archive account which are mapped. Under the root OU, I have a sub OU as security OU, and I have two additional accounts which gets created. Using this email ID which you have used to create the accounts, you can ideally log into these accounts separately as root accounts. Or you will be able to create a permission sets and then add it to the account where you can use the SSO as well. So this is the first thing which gets created, accounts as part of landing zone setup based on the inputs whatever you have given while creating the accounts. The second thing is, there is a default SSO credentials which gets created, SSO URL that gets created, where you will be able to customize this as per your requirement. It will be d hyphen something or in random numbers. You can ideally change your access portal URL for your customization as well. And this is the URL which you will be using for all the SSO login based on the permission sets what you define for an individual user, which we will cover it. So this is the URL which gets automatically created. The third thing is, there is a management events, KMS is not enabled as we did not enable it. Management events which gets enabled as part of control tower, where control tower will have a trail which is enabled across the regions of consideration. And there is an S3 bucket which gets created for CloudTrail logs to capture, and that's when we have given all the retention policies and everything properly there. So these are some of the things which gets enabled by default, and this is how the control tower landing zone will help you organize your accounts. So if you want to say, for example, I want to create another OU, so you can choose the base OU and click on new organization unit. I want a development OU now. All my development accounts, I want to keep it under development OU, so I name it as development, create organization unit. Now I have an organization unit. Now I'll select this OU, and you can create a new OU under this, or you can add an account using a particular. Once you create and add AWS account, if you click on an AWS account, you give all the details, and once you click on this, you will get an account which is showing as under the root account. It will be showing unregistered. You can ideally check this and then click on this move account or specific OU, click on development, move account, then it will get moved to a specific account. So this is how you create an account. You create an organization unit, you move the account which is created as part of add AWS accounts within the organization units. Also, you have an account factory with respect to control tower, where you can use to create the accounts which come under a particular OU as well. There is an option for that as well. So these are some of the things which you can do as part of LandingZone after it is created. So make use of all these features for your projects, and this is what we wanted to cover with this video. And thank you so much, and we'll meet again. Bye.